Hi, I'm Hub Arkush, along with Pro Football Weekly executive editor Dan Arkush, and Dan covers the NFC West for us as we continue our series of the 32 NFL teams' training camp opening reports. We look in now on the San Francisco 49ers, who a couple of muffed punts or fumbles away from a Super Bowl. They come back as one of the leading contenders in the NFL, and yet, Dan, a little bit of change necessary to get better, and with them, a lot of it was with veteran free agents on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and Randy Moss at the top of the list, Hub. We all know he's a future Hall of Famer, and by all accounts, he's looked fantastic so far this offseason. So they're hoping that he gives Alex Smith another target along with Mario Manningham, who was a hero in the Super Bowl. They've also got ex-Giant running back Brandon Jacobs, who specializes in short yardage situations, and A.J. Jenkins, the first-round rookie, LaMichael James, a big star at Oregon, Joe Looney has a chance to be a starting guard. So a lot of big changes there.
You know, a few guys in the NFL have drafted better in recent years than Trent Baalke, and a lot of people surprised by the Jenkins and James picks, so we'll keep an eye on those. On the offensive side of the ball, in camp, where will Jim Harbaugh's focus be? What's the most important thing he's got to get fixed?
Well, they have to get more consistent offensively, especially on third down. They were 31st in that category in 2011. And, you know, the whole receiver corps obviously has to do a lot better, as does the pass protection. It was pretty good at times, but it was also pretty bad at times, so it has to get a lot more consistent.
You know, you can argue about who's the best offense, best defense in the league, but for my money, the Niners were the best defense in the NFL last year, in spite of the divisional playoff game against the Saints. Saints did that to a lot of teams, and they did win the game. What are they looking at on the defense now to get even better?
Well, you know, I think one thing for sure is they've kind of fortified their cornerback position, especially with the addition of Cox, and that's what you should have to do when you're going to be facing Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Eli Manning, and Matthew Stafford. So I think that's quite a lot of pressure there, and Aldon Smith has to come through as an every-down linebacker.
Jay Cutler and Brandon Marshall didn't even make the list. It's a tough schedule for the Niners this year. How about the veteran players who have to get better? And this is a fascinating list, and I agree with you completely, by the way.
Well, yeah, I mean, Alex Smith, this is the first time, Hub, that he's with a system, you know, 2 years in a row, and I think the new weapons are going to help him. And then Vernon Davis, I mean, we all know he really didn't catch fire until the end of last season, but boy, you talk about catching fire. I think he's going to be a big-time force from the get-go. And then Terrell Brown, a cornerback, very underrated. A lot of people like him more than Carlos Rogers.
If Randy Moss is Randy Moss, him and Davis in the same offense is fascinating. How about the players most on the bubble, some veterans in trouble with the Niners?
Well, you know, Ted Ginn is an excellent returner when he's healthy, but he has not been healthy at all so far this offseason, and he could be in trouble with, you know, people like LaMichael James and Jenkins there who could possibly be returners. Another guy is running back Anthony Dixon. He could be caught in a traffic jam at running back. Nate Byam was a number 3 tight end last year. He could be in trouble because he's got to compete with ex-Stanford guy Conrad Rulin.
We're doing a microscope on all 32 NFL teams as they open training camp. That'll do it for the 49ers. But for all 32 reports, as well as all the news, notes, and analysis as it happens around the NFL, stay right where you are at ProFootballWeekly.com, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.